Hi guys, Nicole Sciacca. Welcome to a stretch class focusing mostly on your shoulders, your neck, your upper middle back. You're going to need 2 blocks and 1 strap, and you're going to come to seated. So whatever cross-legged position works for you. You can be propped up on a block, or maybe you prefer just being on the sit bones. That's fine too. Hands anywhere that's comfortable. Close your eyes down. Sit a little bit taller, and then begin to focus on your breathing. Oftentimes, just bringing your attention to your breath creates the shift we need in our nervous system to allow the physicality to let go. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. One more like that, big breath in. Clearing, exhale. And keeping your arms placed wherever they are, comfortable and easy. Let your chin dip down toward your chest. You're going to let your right ear float over towards your right shoulder, and then stop a moment. I want you to find a place where you feel a stretch along the open angle of the neck. So not the closed side, but the open angle. Scalenes, front of the throat, maybe traps, maybe across the front of the chest. And then begin to lift the chin slightly up, and then slightly down. So you're finding that line of tension and you're maintaining it, and then just kind of changing variables. When you draw the chin up, working different parts of the neck. Last one. Chin draws up. Good. Back through center, other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Again, looking for the line of tension across the open angle of the neck. And once you found it, maybe again lift the chin up toward the ceiling, and then dip it down toward your navel. So again, we're not looking for any sort of pain. You're not sitting in pain. If that is happening, I want you to find a different place for the head so that you're not sitting in a pinch point. Closing angle pain, last one. You guys, bringing it down. From here, draw the chin to the chest, and then you're just going to take gentle circles, as if you were drawing a circle with the chin all the way around. One more this direction, maybe slightly bigger this time. And notice if your shoulders and your upper back want to get involved and move with you. See if you can isolate just the chin drawing the circle around. I have to actively squeeze my legs with my hands just to remind my upper body to stay out of it. Good, you guys. From here, shake it out a moment. You're going to reach your arm bones directly forward, and then you're going to cross your right arm on top of your left, and then you're floating the forearm bones up. So maybe this is what you wind up with. That's fine. I'm sure you feel a stretch across your shoulders, maybe the front of the chest as well, depending. If you can bind palms, that's where we're going. I'm turning to the side just so you can see me. But the elbows are going to move away from your chest, and then the hands are going to move away from your forehead any amount. And then once you find a place to hold the arms, you're going to gaze over your right shoulder. Keep the elbows lifting away from you, hands moving away from you. Big full breath. So I want you to come back to that belly breath we did before we started moving. Good. And then chin will move in the other direction now. Elbows are still pulling away from the chest. Hands are still pulling away from the forehead. Belly breath. Good. Slowly come back through center. Shake your arms out a moment. Ooh. Switching sides, arms reach forward, left arm on top. Same idea. The elbows are bound on top of each other, and then the forearms may or may not make their way to perpendicular. Elbows lift away from the chest, hands move away from your forehead. Belly breath here. And then gazing over the left shoulder. Maybe the eyes close down too. Good. Switching sides, gazing over the opposite shoulder here. Belly breath supports you. Good. Coming back to center. That's it, you guys. Shake your arms out. You're going to go ahead, pick up your strap. So this next thing, I like to call it shoulder flossing. You're going to take the strap or a belt or whatever you've got as wide as you need to in order to let your arm bones reach up and then wrap behind you. So you might find that you have to take your hands a lot wider, or maybe not. Maybe you can narrow the grip. But I don't want this to happen in pieces, right? I want it to be as smooth as you can. So like you're flossing your teeth, but shoulder blades. Great. Another thing to notice here, and I'm not going to break it down too much, but is if your rib cage is a huge part of this action, if your rib cage has to distend forward in order for your arm bones to get behind you, just notice maybe then you take a slightly wider grip in that situation. From here, keep the arms up and overhead, and you're going to let your right arm dip down, let your left arm reach high. So the more you pull with this right arm, the more you're going to feel a little bit of counter in the lats, the bicep of this left arm, maybe the side waist. Come back to center. Left hand dips down, right arm reaches high. And you can breathe into this opposing side, this lengthened side of the waist, the rib cage, lats, shoulder. Good, you guys. One more breath. Beautiful. Coming back to center and then bringing it down. Okay. From here, this is where you'll need your 2 blocks. We're going to prep for sort of a propped up Matsyasana, propped up fish pose. So from here, you're going to bend the knees. You're going to bring the hands to the outer edge of the block just so you can find the tips of your shoulder blades. And then you're going to let your head drop all the way back. And then from here, one of a couple things. If you've practiced with me before, you've probably done this. I love this positioning. You might goalpost the arm bones here. You might take them wider to let them rest. You might clasp your arm bones up and overhead and let them descend past the top of your crown of head. And if you've got the bind of the forearms, make sure you switch. Notice what you feel in the shoulders. Again, if there's a pinch point, a pain on the closing angle, which would be this backside pain here, then I want you to take a different variation. So there's 2 sides, right? There's the open side that's being stretched, and there's the closed side. We never want pinching in the closed side of the joint. Another option would be, again, to open the arms wide and feel that nice stretch across the pectoris. Belly breath here. Nice, you guys. Stay as long as you like in this position, as long as your low back is comfortable. Otherwise, final 3 breaths. When you feel ready, let your arms kind of find themselves alongside your torso, chin to chest, engage your belly, press yourself back upright. Excellent job. Oh, yeah, that feels pretty good. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Great job. Namaste.